So is this transfer window about to gather pace because Forest are linked with Camara from Monaco? Welcome to your transfer news. Hi guys, hope you're doing well and welcome to your latest Forest transfer news. Coming up, I'll tell you about the links with Camara. We'll touch on Diamande, who is apparently in Nottingham right now. And we'll reflect a little bit on the game yesterday. There's not too much to talk about, but we'll cover that off. And don't forget, there is a goal tonight at 7 p.m. So make sure you tune in for that. Like, subscribe, hype, you know the drill. Anyway, let's jump into this news. And I've been sitting on this for a day or so because I'm like, I want it to happen. But you lot thinks I jinx things. So if I speak about it, does it stop it from happening? What am I talking about? I'm talking about Camara, man. This is the Elliot Anderson replacement. Schlager, who looked very good yesterday, I thought is a good player, not the same profile as Anderson. Camara, for me, is Anderson. Maybe even with a little touch more potential. I don't know. But he's one of those players that I think if we could snap him up, it would be a hell of a coup. Now, where are things with everything on this? There are plenty of clubs that are interested. Crystal Palace, easy food chain. You got Manchester United and you got Liverpool all interested in him. The reports are that Crystal Palace have already submitted a bid for Camara to Monaco of about 43 million pounds. Monaco have him valued at about 50 million euros. So Palace aren't a million miles off in terms of the bid. But I seriously doubt he's going to want to go to Crystal Palace. I don't even know who their manager is. The expectation now is that Forest are going to put a bid in for Camara. There's reports out to say that there's an imminent bid coming from Forest. And that's why I'm just a little apprehensive. I thought I'd bring you the news, but I'm just waiting to see, does this bid emerge? If it does, this guy is perfect for Glasner's formation, for Forest, for the Premier League, for everything else. He's absolute brick and solid in that midfield. Really good on getting a tackle in. He's a little bit rash with his challenges, but it's one of those kind of players where timing is everything. As long as the timing is on, he gets the ball, but he can kind of slide in from the side, get the ball with the back of his heel kind of thing. Do you know what I mean? If he misses the timing, it's off. And that's probably one of his cons because he did pick up a lot of yellow cards in his first season at Monaco. I think he got about 10 and also a red card, if I remember rightly. So disciplinary wise, he needs to maybe rein it in. But at the same time, that's part of his makeup. Where he's very good for me is passing the ball forward, progressive passes forward, which is exactly what Glasner would want in those two in midfield. Where I think he struggles a little bit is when he tries to dribble out rather than passing out. He's better at passing out of the situation than just grabbing the ball and running with it. Now, in terms of pace and everything, he's got that. He's not lightning, he's not a Langer pace, but he is more than sufficient for a midfielder. I like him. I think this guy is the perfect complement to a Schlager, to a Dominguez, maybe even to a Sangare. And I would say Forest should go for him. I would. Like, for me, the number one choice would be Thuram from Juventus. I still would like Curtis Jones. I've gone off Bergvall, if I'm being honest with you guys. Camara, for me, is up there in that mix. And that's where I'd want to go. And especially if the only bid that's come in is from Crystal Palace. Now, you could argue Crystal Palace have got Europa League football next season. I don't think anyone really cares. I don't think Crystal Palace can up the bid higher than they've done because they're struggling on SRC or SCR, whichever way the acronym is, the new PSR rules. So I think Forest, if they go in for him, one will have to do it quick because, like I said, Liverpool are sniffing, so are Manchester United. The problem is we've done nothing quick in this transfer window. But go get him, Marinakis. Go get him. Okay, so that's the Camara news. I'll let you know how that develops. Let's go in and talk about the latest on Diamande. But before we do, let's run the ad quickly. Big up to you guys who are supporting us on this. Just before we jump into the video, I want to tell you guys about how impressed I've been with Oxford Natural, because I've already lost £6. Okay, it's not the £100 Robbie has lost or the £40 that Michael Owen has lost, but it shows complete progress. Now, let's be clear, no supplement's going to do the hard work for you. You got to plan your lifestyle, but this has allowed me to do it. And the good news is now the Optimum Day has a new improved formula with 7 carefully selected ingredients. These ingredients include the likes of citicoline and lion's mane. This helps with that mental focus when it comes to match days. Natural caffeine and guarana give you clean energy, plus green tea extracts and berberine and L-carnitine support your metabolism. And on top of that, the Optimum Night has been improved with 6 ingredients as well. You've got magnesium, you got ashwagandha, you got L-theanine, you've got apigenin and lavender extracts, all to help you get that deep and supportive sleep. So instead of taking loads of supplements, bring yourself down to Optimum Day and Night with 13 carefully selected ingredients, and all you need to do is scan this QR code, use code FFTV, and you get 70% off your first order. Let's get back into the video. Okay, let's move on to Diamande. Now, Diamande apparently is in Nottingham right now doing his medical. He flew out either this morning or last night. The deal is pretty much done and dusted. For those of you who are worried, stop worrying, okay? Once the likes of Ornstein have tweeted it out, they tend to go late when they're certain of everything. It's done and dusted. Obviously subject to passing the medical. If he's freaking does his medical and suddenly they find 7 broken bones, obviously the deal will collapse. But subject to that, everything is fine. A lot of you are asking me when are Forest going to reveal him. I ain't got a clue, because Forest take forever to do things. But I think this one, they will try and get revealed as quickly as possible, because we kind of need him to be playing against, who we've got Leverkusen on Wednesday. I don't know if that'd be too soon for him. Then there is the Brest game following that, and then we're straight into Leeds. So there's really 2 opportunities to get him getting physical game minutes. But this one is very close to an announcement subject to the medical. I can't wait for him to come in. Him, Milenkovic, Murillo are absolutely going to cook. And that brings me on to talking about yesterday's game, because I thought Murillo looks way out of shape. I don't know if you guys agree with me or not, but you can tell the man hasn't played football for a while. It was good to see him. I didn't think he played that bad, to be honest. I thought there was good points. I thought there was a couple of silly passes, cross-field passes from him. But he definitely needs to get another 180 minutes under his belt and sharpen up a bit. But I think there's a massive gulf right now between the quote-unquote B team and the quote-unquote A team. I thought in the first half against Udinese, we were rubbish. We were rubbish. Only for me, Schlager and I'd say Nets were the 2 that stuck out to me. The rest of them, just I couldn't be bothered, if I'm being honest with you. I thought Callum Hudson-Odoi, I'm sorry, I'm not seeing it. I haven't seen it for a long time. I don't really know how he fits into a Glasner formation unless you're going to play him as an inside 10 or maybe a wide 10 or something like that. I think he's just too predictable. But everyone seems to like Callum Hudson-Odoi. In terms of the other players, McAtee I thought looked better. I wouldn't say he was amazing, but I'd say I saw signs of life from him. And then in the and that was part of the second half. And the second half, I just thought in general, Forest moved the ball very well, very quickly, looked sharp. People are telling me, oh, is this Barca's C team? It wasn't. There was plenty of A team players from Barca. But where we're still lacking and where our problems, I feel, still lie are those old school gremlins, man. The set pieces. We can't score from set pieces and we can't defend set pieces. It was comical the way we defended that first goal. Callum Hudson-Odoi letting his man go. John Victor, God knows where he was running out to. It's like someone just held Y on the freaking Xbox controller on FIFA with him. And then, you know, in the second half, we were creating a lot of chances, but not converting them. I feel we still need that composure in front of goal. But I think Glasner's system is starting to show, especially in that second half. It didn't in the first half. But we'll break that all down tonight on Grumpy Old Reds. We'll talk about the other links and any movements that's happened in the transfer window. But I'm slowly getting excited about Camara right now. Let's see if it develops or not. Make sure you check out Oxford Natural. Use code FFTV for further 70% off your first order. Like and subscribe, and we'll see you at 7 PM UK tonight. Come on, you Reds.